Congratulations, children. I hope you'll always be happy.
Oh, you leave it to me.
Congratulations, Mr. Chase. She's a lovely girl.
And a very lucky one. Well, we have to go. Goodbye again.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Chase. Goodbye. Goodbye. Well, honey, I have a surprise for you.
Yes, dear, and I've got a big surprise for you.
Yeah, but listen.
Your surprise can wait.
Well, isn't anything serious?
Oh, there's nothing to become alarmed about. You've heard me speak of my Aunt Nelly in Australia.
Oh, yeah, the one that raised all the sheep.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm her sole heir.
Oh, yeah.
She wrote me this letter a couple of weeks ago and said she didn't believe in making us wait till she died to get her money, but would like to have us enjoy it while we're still young. So, she's decided to give us half her fortune for a wedding present.
Why, what kind of a man do you think I am that I'd accept money from a woman, especially my wife?
But, dear, in the letter she clearly specifies it's for you as much as for me.
Well, let me take a look. I want you children to enjoy my money while you're still young. That's a horse of another story. Color, I mean.
Now, what's your surprise?
Oh, our car's been stolen.
Home, sweet home.
Oh, gee, honey, isn't it wonderful? Oh, and aren't you happy?
Oh, I'm the happiest. I'll be a lot happier when it's paid for, dear. You know, I can't understand why we haven't heard from your Aunt Nelly.
Telegram.
Oh, sonny boy. Here.
Here you are.
Gee, thanks, mister.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Oh, there must be some mistake.
What?
This is addressed to Mrs. Felix Funk.
This is Felix Funk. I didn't know he was married.
Neither did I. I better phone him.
I'll look up his phone number.
Oh, I know his number.
Hello.
Hello, Felix. This is Connie.
Oh, hello, Connie. Congratulations. I heard you were married. Say, what business is your husband in?
Well, he's a window dresser. Oh, is that so? Well, at least he works, and that's more than you've ever been known to do. Well, we won't argue about that. The fact remains a telegram came to the house addressed to Mrs. Felix Funk. What'll I do with it?
Well, that's strange. Read it to me.
Well, just a minute. It's from Australia.
Oh, wait a minute. This is a mistake. Yeah, we'll phone you later. Goodbye.
What's the matter?
The matter? Read that thing.
Arrive Thursday, 28th. Have dear Felix meet me at boat. Aunt Nelly.
What does she mean, have dear Felix meet at the boat?
Oh, I get the idea. When I cabled her, I just said I'm getting married. Well, when she was here before, I was going with Felix. So she naturally thinks I married him.
Well, that's simple enough. All you have to do is say that you didn't marry him, that you married me. See? Simple.
Well, but I'm afraid of that.
Afraid of what?
Because she was just crazy about Felix. And maybe if she finds out I didn't marry him, she might change her mind about the money.
Why, she can't do that after the way we've gone in debt. Why, I'd have to give up the best years of my life to pay for this stuff on my salary.
Well, there's only one way out of it.
What is it?
Felix.
What do you mean?
Well, while Aunt Nellie's here, we'll just have to pretend I'm married to Felix.
Pretend nothing. Do you realize that you're asking me to live a lie? To place the honor of my home in jeopardy? To say nothing of violating the sanctity of our marriage vows? No. No. 1,000 times no.
How are you? Be right with you.
Nellie! Oh, hello, Collie. That's Felix, dear. Be right with you, dear. Oh, this is a terrible boat. Oh, dear, honey. So glad to get off that boat, and it's so good to see you. And dear Felix. Oh,
My dear, we had a terrible crossing. Oh, just all over Twitter. Oh, do let's get home so I can relax. Yes, dear, those are my bags there. Oh.
Oh, boy, the luggage.
You leave those bags alone. I've read about you American gangsters.
Oh, Aunt Nellie, he isn't a gangster. He's my, our boarder, our star boarder.
Border?
Happy to make your acquaintance.
Oh, I don't like his looks. But you can bring the bags.
Thank you.
Hey!
Will you serve Aunt Nellie? You always did when you were here before.
Oh, I'd love to, dear. Oh, I just love chicken. Which part do you like, dear?
Oh, anything at all.
Well, let me see. There's a nice piece. Which part do you like, Felix, dear?
All white meat, please.
There we are. Potatoes, dear?
Just a small amount, please.
Wait. How about you, Felix?
A lot of them.
Do you like artichokes, dear?
No, I really don't care for them.
How about you?
I hate them.
So do I. I never could understand why people rave about them so. Here you are.
Thank you.
Let me see, that's 660, 670, 650. That's just $14.80 you owe me, Chase.
And if it wasn't for your colossal stupidity, we'd have won $10.
Well, I'm going to bed. I need some sleep.
You've been asleep all evening.
I guess it's about time we'd all retire.
Yes.
Come, man. Nelly, come.
Night.
Good night.
Good night, Aunt Nellie.
Good night, dear.
Good night, Aunt Nelly.
Good night, Felix.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Oh,
morning.
good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, my goodness, you're all dressed already.
Yes, we thought we'd get an early start because the traffic is so heavy later on.
Oh, I bet it'll be a lovely day at the beach. The sun looks pretty beautiful this morning. Oh, I see Mr. Chase is all ready to go, too. You can bet he isn't going to miss anything.
No, folks, I've decided not to go. I'm going to stay at home and sort of keep an eye on the house.
I think I'll stay home, too. I know you children want to be together. Were you looking for something?
Well, I was kind of hungry. I thought maybe I could find a snack.
Well, maybe I could help you. Here, snack on these. You can ring all you like. I'll not let you in.
Why, Aunt Nellie, what's the matter? Why, Aunt Nellie, what's the matter?
Well, I'm certainly glad you children got home. I want to speak to you both.
In
private. Come on. Listen, I can't stand that boarder another minute. You've got to get rid of him.
Oh, but we can't, Annie. We need the money.
I thought of that. Here's a check for $1,000. You can use it until my money comes from Australia. Here, Felix.
Oh, but we can't get rid of him today, Auntie. His time isn't up till Wednesday.
Well, all right. I'll suffer it out till Wednesday, but he certainly has to go then.
Just leave him to me. Sorry, old man, but after Wednesday, you'll have to find a new place to board.
That check.
Well, folks, for the benefit of those who tuned in late, we're still at Churchill Downs, Louisville, Kentucky, and broadcasting the first race. It's a close race, and it looks like victory lies between Artichoke and Mayonnaise, with Artichoke leading Mayonnaise by a naise. A naise by a nose, well, you know what I mean. They're rounding into the stretch now, and Mayonnaise is covering Artichoke. He passes Artichoke, and here's the finish, folks. Just as I expected. Omaha wins.
But why were you so excited, Felix?
Me? I was on the winner.
Oh, how did you know which one was going to win?
I had a hunch. And furthermore, I got a hunch in the next race that looks even better. The horse's name is Aunt Nelly. You bet on it.
Why?
Why? Get the significance? You're Aunt Nelly. Aunt Nelly bets on Aunt Nelly. You can't miss.
Oh, I never did such a thing in my life. What if I should lose?
You can't lose. I'll underwrite it.
Oh, you mean you'll pay if
Oh,
I lose?
no, not exactly that. That is, don't think of losing.
No, what do you think, Mr. Chase?
Well, I never bet.
Oh, you wouldn't. Well, Felix, I'll risk, $50.
Oh, come on. Let's make it 100. I'll call up the bookmaker. Hello, Doc.
Doc, the horse isn't sick, is he?
No, I can't understand why she likes him so much.
Well, I'll put a stop to that. We're back on the air again at Churchill Downs, folks, about to broadcast the second race of the day. It's a beautiful day, just like it was for the first race. The grandstands are still full of people, and no one's gone home yet. Now, the race, oh, yes, this race is between a lot of horses. I mean, There's a lot of fine horses in this race, and race will start just as soon as I can find it. Find my opera glasses. Now, the favorite horse in this race, folks, is a little old horse called Uncle Nelly. I mean Aunt Connie. Aunt Nelly. Pardon me, folks. My mistake. That's a horse on me.
Why, that's what? Oh, that's wonderful, isn't it?
They're off. Oh, folks, it's a beautiful sight. Never in all my experience as a radio announcer have I ever seen such a fine covey of horses. They're at the half. The horses are pretty well bunched up. It's almost impossible to tell who's in the lead, but there's one thing I can see. Aunt Nellie's last. Poor old Aunt Nellie. I can't understand what she's doing in this race in the first place. She's a terrible-looking old nag.
Did he say hag?
No, nag.
I don't see why they brought her all the way from Australia. But what's this I see? Why, Aunt Nellie's getting new life. She's coming to the front. Why, she's passing the other horses as if they were glued to the track. They're coming on the stretch. Why, Aunt Nellie's at least 5 lengths out in front. It's impossible to stop her. There's only one thing that can stop her, folks, and that is that she falls down. And she does. But she's up. She's up again. She's up on one knee. She's up on both knees. Looks like she's going to sing Mammy. She's up. She's down. She's up. Why, she's off like a streak of lightning. She passes all the other horses, but she's going in the wrong direction. She realizes a mistake, and she wheels around. But it's too late. The race is over, and Star Border wins.
Oh, I knew it.
Well, folks, making lots of money on the races?
Oh, Mr. Chase, I should have taken your advice in the first place and not bet. And, Connie, if I had known that this man was nothing but a common gambler, I never would have allowed you to marry him.
All right, now, wait a minute. We're not married. So what do you think of that?
Oh, Connie, how could you?
What?
He says you're not married to him.
Well, I'm not, Aunt Nellie. I'm married to Charlie.
I don't understand.
Well, let me explain.
Well, folks, we're back on the air at Churchill Downs again, and we wish to apologize at this time for the delay in broadcasting the second race. That beautiful Australian thoroughbred, Aunt Nellie, was a little bit late in arriving. A woman's privilege. Ha, ha, ha. They're off. It's almost a perfect start. The horses all got started off together, with one exception. One horse was almost left at the post. Let's see, what's that number? It's number 8. Number 8, Aunt Nellie. Oh, it's just as we expected. I guess the bookmakers were pretty smart when they laid such long odds against that nag. But there's no harm. I don't suppose there was anybody foolish enough to bet on her in the first place. Well, what's this? Aunt Nellie's coming to life. Looks as though someone has given her a shot of hop. Why, she's passing all the other horses as though they were standing still. They're coming into the stretch. Aunt Nellie's passing every horse in the race. And here's the finish, folks. And the winner is Aunt Nellie.
I knew it all the time.
Oh, that's wonderful. I wonder how much you paid.
Goodbye, Aunt Nellie. Goodbye, Uncle Felix. Goodbye. Goodbye, Nellie. Great guy, that fella.